Hey, the sun is set on a sunny Sunday. Now we're looking ahead to maybe a little bit of snow through the metro area. 9 News Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin is tracking that system.
So wake up. If you're all about football, you got to pay attention to the weather tonight.
Yes.
Although tomorrow's a holiday, right? So maybe a lot of people are going to sleep right on through it, not have to worry about the morning drive. But we're looking at a trace to 2 inches overnight tonight, done by tomorrow morning. But that doesn't mean it's not going to be slow going for some areas. Clouds are increasing, winds are increasing, pavement is still dry, temperatures dropping into the lower 30s after a day with highs in the low 50s. Winds not terribly gusty coming in out of the east and northeast. And here comes the front in from the northwest, backing in along the front range, and we're starting to see some snow on the radar. Some of this has not reached the ground, but will be shortly. Some pretty good snow expected around Fort Morgan, Raymer, out toward Akron and Sterling, but we're starting to see a few flurries up around Fort Lupton, Allens Park, Estes Park, and areas in and around the Campion and Greeley areas. Forecast calls for that snow to start here in Denver after about 10, 11 o'clock, filling in overnight. But look at this. You get you to 8:30 in the morning, you sleep in on a holiday, you're going to be like, what snow? There's a trace to an inch in the city, maybe a little bit more to the north. Not a huge storm for us, but timing is everything. We're going to look for these numbers to slide into the lower 20s tonight. And your weather headlines include that incoming system, morning snow for anybody out and about. The parade is going on tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Temperatures will be in the 20s, but the snow will be done. Much more on this forecast coming up.
Denver police are investigating the death of a 2-year-old child. They say they posted this on X that they were called to South Brain Street between Bayard and Alameda for a report of an unresponsive toddler. They say that child died there. Police say they're holding 38-year-old Nicholas Stout as they investigate the murder. They're working to learn the circumstances surrounding the child's death and the connection to that man.
This is new tonight. A new Aurora City Council member is accused of driving drunk. Police say Rob Andrews was seen weaving on South Chambers Road around 9:30 last night. Officers pulled him over, arrested him on suspicion of 4 charges, including driving under the influence. He was placed on a detox hold and released this morning. In a Facebook post, Andrews apologized, saying he takes full responsibility. He added he is grateful no one was hurt. Andrews was elected to City Council this past November and serves as chair of public safety.
More kids in Colorado are leaving high school with a diploma. Data from the state shows 85% of high school students are graduating. It's the highest level in more than a decade.
9 News reporter Rachel Krause shows us how the numbers from Colorado's largest school district stack up to the state.
Denver Public Schools is marking a massive milestone, a record number of graduated students.
Our expectations are high and our students are meeting them.
While DPS is still trailing behind the state's graduation rate overall, Superintendent Dr. Alex Marrero says they've hit their highest point of nearly 82%. Progress with an impact.
If I can put in perspective, I said after COVID, right around the time when I arrived, we were mid-70s. But maybe a decade before that, I saw some data points and where I saw 38% students graduating, and that's all students.
Turning that trend around is taking work happening early on in high schools like North.
And we know that in 9th grade, the sooner they're off track, the more difficult it is to graduate in 4 years.
Herman Echeverria is the principal at North.
I think the thing that we're really trying to do is prepare students to have every opportunity, to not have doors closed to them when they leave here.
He says credit recovery programs, Saturday school, summer school, and office hours help make sure students don't slip through the cracks.
The graduation rates are what they are because of the students and the families. And when you actually get to hand the diploma to a student who you know's journey has not been as easy as someone else's, and they're still able to meet that requirement and that expectation in that 4-year cycle, it truly makes the job the best job in the world.
The district says they may have hit their high point, but they don't want to lose their focus until they've hit 100%. Rachel Krause, 9 News.